Hello, this is Aussie Stitcher coming to you on this 5th of December 2018. Boy, thought last month was going to be busy. Life update. We nearly finished harvest. Our boss and his family have finished their harvest. We're still doing ours, and it's been a really good year. Got smashed with screenings, which is really small grain, but the prices of the grain are still really good that it's like, we're still making money. Sophie update. So I recorded my last video, I think on a Sunday, and then on the Monday we went to Geraldton to get Sophie's foot seen again. And we went in, doctor looked at it and he goes, I'm not happy. I'm going to be taking photos, talking to the children's hospital in our capital city of Perth, which is, 5 to 6 hours away from us. You might be having an operation tonight and then flying down, we're not sure, hang around, no eating for Sophie. So we find out later that afternoon that we're getting flown down to the children's hospital, that they're transferring. The children's hospital wanted to take transference of her. So I rang up my mum to come up to look after the other kids, but there was going to be a short period of time where she couldn't make it. So we organised the kids for that. Sophie and I the next day got flown. They flew us down. And got there and they're like, through various of issues, you could be here anywhere between 1.5 weeks to 3 weeks. We ended up only being there for 4 days, and then they decided that what would take is time, antibiotics, and we got to wait, so they sent us home, which was good, but still driving into town every day, or I think we're up to actually every second day, but through various reasons. But she's on the mend, she's happier. They reckon that she should be out of her moon boot by Christmas, and once that happens she can start doing light exercise like swimming. We'll need physio to walk again. She will need another operation later in the year to fix toe and stuff in toe, but we're actually on the up. So this has now been going on for 6 weeks, 7 weeks? Long time. Don't break your toes, people, on the off chance that this will happen. But she's been a busy bee and decorating headbands. So many. She's also doing hair clips, but we don't have any of them here.
I broke one.
Very talented. Very good gauge of colour.
That one's brown. One's from Taylor.
Aren't they cute? So she's been keeping herself busy. And while we were down in Perth, Noni Stitches on Flosstube, I got to meet her, and she came and gave us some beautiful cups, which we managed to get home on the plane without breaking. So this is Sophie's. She chose the Paris. It came with biscuits as well. They're long gone. And this is mine. Mind you, my mother drank out of this cup the whole time when I came back. And in the mail yesterday, I haven't messaged you yet, Leonie. Look what she gave me from Needle Minder's Obsession from Australia. Isn't that the cutest? Now we've got matchy. Thank you, Leonie. You shouldn't have, but she's really cute. I do have other stash stuff that I brought, but if you watched my previous one in the Mirabilias, you saw about 17 Mirabilia charts. Not 17, I didn't buy. One was a giveaway win from Just Add Needles. So 16 that I got, and one was a giveaway, because with the way the Mirabilias have been going out of print, I sat down and had a chat with my hubby, and I'm like, I really want these, and I don't want to suddenly have to pay extraordinary prices. These are the ones I am planning to stitch. There's others out there. I didn't grab everyone, just the ones that I really like at this moment. And I brought some fabric, which I showed, and it's very hash-shaped, like you wouldn't know, but I'm not going to re-show it again. Same with the Joni Elliott's that I got. I'm not going to show them here. I'll show them when I do my Joni Elliott parade and point them out, purely because of it's double handling. So, what am I going to do? Very quick video, because I say I'm 6 minutes in, because I am taking William to a kindy thing. Sophie's got to go to the hospital to get her bandage done. These were in order, then they became out of order when I did my Mirabilia thing, my whip, so it's going to be the best I can. So, first one is Touching Autumn Sky, with a preview here. And this is stitched on 28 count from Dying for Cross Stitch from Facebook. And I honestly can't remember what I stitched. Oh, I did the scarf. I just love this. This is something I would like to see finished next year. That is my goal. Okay. And then I had a restart. Well, I'm not sure if I did it then, but I was stitching this on a fat quarter frozen from Colour Alchemy, and every time I picked up to stitch this, I was having a panic attack that it would not fit or allow enough room for decent framing. And I know people are stitching this on a fat quarter and it's fine, but for me personally it just wasn't sitting well. So I've restarted this on a fat half from Colour Cascades, and I think it's from their studio style. I could be wrong. So I really don't have a before, but that's what I got done. And it's heaps more like the other one. I just did a little bit of this in like the 3 years that I've started. But sat down and banged out that much, and I really loved it. This is, 28 count. Pretty sure it's from a studio things, but it's a nice blue. And it felt so much happier to know that I've got the room that I need. Excuse me. I might have said in my mirror one that my coffee machine broke. I got a new coffee machine. My dishwasher's still broken. My vacuum cleaner still's not updating, but I got my coffee machine. Priorities, isn't it? Mainly the reason, Jeff needs to take up the dishwasher to get fixed. He's actually going up on Monday when we pick up a car that was hit by a kangaroo a couple of months ago. That's fun and getting fixed. So he'll take it up then, drop it off, it's just been logistics of getting some stuff done. I also stitched more on August Peridot Fairy. And that's my needle minder. That reminds me of Michaela. This is stitched on 32 count opal. Barbie from Colour Cascades. Just look at that. This is another one that I would like to see finished next year. Preferably before August. I don't actually like my chances. I think this would be more of a Christmas gift. Now, when Fish Flick Stitches, she's an Australian, and I can't think of her Flosstube and YouTube name. Flick Fishies, Flick Fish. And that is really, really shocking. She had a birthday sale, and it was start a chatelaine or work on a chatelaine or something. So I worked on my Scottish mandolin. Get away, fly, get away from my screen. This is the picture and the shoo. You can't see it, but there's this fly that flies right and lands on my screen. And I didn't get a lot done. For various of reasons, but I made a bit of progress. And all I worked in is silks. Beautiful colours. Basically what it was, I wasn't in the mood to work off my iPad because the chart is on my iPad because I really need to enlarge it to see some of the bits and pieces. But bringing it out made me realise how much I do like it and how much I wish I lived closer to Jessie Marie and Anne P and Stitching Mummy, because I'm getting really nervous now about, and Tracy P, about doing the specialty stitches. They're not my thing really, but especially yeah, just nervous. Okay, I also worked on Sleeping Beauty, which was gifted to me by Stitching May. Double bag. This is what it looks like before. And this is well done. I didn't get a lot done on this. But I just love stitching on it. This is 32 count Picture This Plus, that really light like blush. That one was 32 count Colour Cascades. Sorry for the clicking. Pink colour. I can't remember actually. And this begins my, actually I won't do this one, I'll do my 2 new starts. That's right, with everything else, I do 2 new starts, and I did them with Vintage Chick Stitches chick, Joanna. I am not rocking it today with names, people. And we had been buying some same needle minders from Needle Minder Obsession in Australia, and we decided, let's start 2 mermaids, Mirabilia mermaids, using our same needle minders. So I started on, and we did these on the last day of November. So Siren in the Shipwreck, obviously, it's the one we chose. Now this one I actually started second, and this is stitched on 28 count in Lagana in a studio sale. So that's the fabric, which just seemed really good for a mermaid, and that's what I stitched on. And my very first stitches were silks, so that's always a good start. That's my little start. I don't normally like doing 2 starts in one day, and I like doing 3 to 4 days worth of stitching, but it was really fun to do with Joanna. And this is one of my new bags from Stitching Accessories, and because nothing says mermaids like an autumn bag, does it? With a pumpkin. Oh, I love these bags. And my other start is in my new bag, which does scream mermaid, from Stitching Necessities. Oh, sorry. Yes, I was right. And that was Mermaid of the Pearls. And that's the pearl needle minder that I chose. And it's just querying the minute that the last video I did, which was a Mirabilia Parade, I showed how many charts, and when I went through the options, because I was trying to choose a better option for my thumbnail, not one had a chart or fabric or something. This is also on Colour Cascades on Sweet Child of Mine, which is 32 count, and that's where I started. Not much on this one. Actually, I got it the wrong way, but I've chose to go this way, so it goes from the deep up. And I'm going to do a Jessie Marie, and I'm because there's a lot of beads in this, and this is 32 count. Get away, fly. I've got Tammy from Colour Cascades to do the conversion for me, because she is bloody awesome, and I'm going to do them in delicas so that it fits really nicely, considering there's a lot of beads. And that's what I worked on. Some a lot, some not a lot. Considering the month I had, I'm really happy with what I've done. Now, at the beginning of the year, I had this, I would like to touch all my whips by the end of the year, and I realised during my mirror parade that there was a couple that I hadn't touched, and then I went through all my whips and realised there was 8 that I hadn't touched. So I went through and I'd done some, one whip already. I've got one on my scroll frame, which I won't show you until next time, and I've got the rest that I'll just quickly go, and these are the ones that I'm going to stitch by the end of the year. So here is the purple Mirabilia conversion for red. This is not my conversion, it's done by Beverly, name's gone, but if you search, and I will put a link down hopefully if I remember, but not my conversion. The person who owes the credit is a lady called Beverly, and she's done the green Mirabilia, the blue Mirabilia. I think she might have done another colour. She's an amazing, talented lady. So this is what red looks like. This is what the purple would look like. This is what my before pick looks like. And this is where I am. This is stitched on 32 count silver springs in colour Cascades, and I basically just did this area here. And I really enjoyed it, but I get stressed when I'm stitching it because it is a conversion, and you've got to look at a completely different set of numbers that correspond to the thing, and it sometimes does my head in, which is probably why I stopped stitching on this for a while. But this time it was a lot easier. That's what I actually forgot to bring over. One of the things I did buy from Just Add Needles was the DMC binder thingy with with the actual DMC thread in it, the numbers listed, and that's been really helpful. And I've used it quite a few times when I looked at a colour and I've gone, that doesn't seem right, doesn't match a picture, or it seems a bit odd in that spot. I've double checked it. Sometimes it has been right, sometimes I've gone, wow, did I grab the wrong colour, and write down the wrong number. So that's been comforting in just helping, because humans make mistakes, especially this human, and especially in the last couple of months with all the stuff that's been happening. So on my skull frame at the minute is Stargazer, and in order of what I'm going to stitch them in is, I do not have a thing for this, but this is my oldest whip. This is Dark Gold Dimensions Wolves, which I have not stitched on in like 4 years. Since I picked up back stitching, I've never actually stitched on this, but I really like it. Smells like old dusty, needs a good wash. This dimension, so it'll be fine. Do I have a cover pick for this? I probably do, but I'm going to waste a lot of time looking for it. So this is the Birthstone Dragons from Imaginarium Designs, Brittany. So that's where I am up to. This is stitched on 32 count in a studio sale from Chromatic Alchemy. You can see some of the dots there. Just wake myself. For Fairy by Gold Dimensions. That is where I'm up to. This is stitched on 16 count Ada that I got from 123 Stitch. This is the same Ada that I stitched Ladybird Fairy from Joan Elliott on. Inspiration by Rosewood Manor. And that's my phone. Where do I start? And we're back. Managed to miss the phone call. So I was just showing you Inspiration, Rosewood Manor. This is stitched on 32 count Golden Touch. Not Golden Touch, Old Map from Colour Cascades. And that is where I'm up to. exciting, isn't it? Hopefully we'll get a lot more done. And one more, I think. And that is Rapunzel Mirabilia, stitched on 32 count fairy wear boots, opal. And that's where we're up to on that one. So those are my goals for the end of the year. Before I go any further, I also want to say that I won a giveaway, a chart, and I can't really show it. It's the frogs that are stacked on top of each other by Design Works Craft. And it's just the chart, and it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 or something frogs. And I thought William would get a kick at it. And I won this by and I butchered that again. From an Australian or an American Flosstuber that lives in Australia. And she also sent me this. It's empty. She sent a nice note, and she sent me a beautiful tag which Sophie has kept in her room. Isn't she clever? Beautiful card. Thank you. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to keep it. So that was a nice thing. What else was I going to say? So I've brought out a couple of planned starts for the end of the year through next year that I think I will start. There's a couple of definite, there's a couple of I'm not sure, depends on how I'm going and how I'm feeling and whether I've got all of them here or not. So the first one that I'm thinking of starting is with Lorna the Ladybird Stitcher for her birthday. She's doing Lady Mirabilia, and I'm tossing up whether to do a whip or do this to start, because she's starting it. And I've got 28 count Angel of the Morning from Colour Cascades as my fabric choice for that one. So, but I would like to start with her because she's an awesome Flosstuber. So, this one I would like to start. I don't know what Jessie Marie is going to be doing for her birthday, if she's doing a sale or anything, but this was inspired by me to buy because of her. So I'm thinking I might start this on the 25th of April, which is also happens to be Anzac Day in Australia. And the fabric I chose for this is this 28, 32 count creamy yellow colour. This actually works. I don't know if I will. This one is I might, or if Jessie Mary does like a sale again for 7 days, I might do that instead. I'll do something. This is a definitely start with a friend of mine on her birthday, the Dreamer. Don't you just hate when you notice something and you're like, will it fit? It will fit. And I'm doing this on 32 count vintage porcelain. So this is a definite start. This is a might start next year. This is a Black Swan, her name, I'm not going to butcher it, I brought the original of my chart when I was like 16, and then I sold it, and then I re-bought it again. I love this. And I'm going to stitch this on Tropical Camo Joberlin 28 count from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. Just love that. It's been, the fact that I've owned it roughly for 20 years, need to stitch it. Need to stitch it. Now, this one, I feel like I'm missing one. I am missing one. I'm also going to start, definitely start 3 for Tea, which is a Mirabilia, on stitching Noni's birthday. That is wired in, but I don't have it with me. So I haven't forgotten. Leonie, it's on my, yes, to-do start. Now, this one I was going to start in December, and I'm just not going to. So I'm thinking I might hold this off and start this as a definite start on stitching Mummy Sarah's birthday, because she was the person who inspired me to buy this. She was the person that started my whole, got to get the seasons, got to get the royal, and yeah, she was the big one for that, the big enabler. So whether she knows it or not, whether she's doing anything or not, guess what? I'm starting this. Well, this one is yeah, I'm going to start this. This is for my birthday, Sleeping Beauty, with the fabric 32 counts, picture this plus Ariel. So we all know that's going to be happening in like 2 months. This is another definite, oh, I do have it. Look at that. Yes, 3 for Tea. I didn't see it there with the chocolate milk background. That's a definite start. This is a definite start in March for my daughter Iona's birthday, who is the March, and who was tragically upset there wasn't a single piece of purple on it. So we're stitching it on a mystery fabric from Colour Cascades, purple. So, and last of all, oh, not last of all, this is, did I touch this? Yeah, just a random piece of, oh, I know why this is out. This was my last of my new bags. So that was just randomly put in. So, just stitching necessities. Oh my goodness. Side note on everything. Thank you for all the subscribers, the comments, the really nicety. Hello. It just wouldn't be a video without you, would it, William?
Hi. Yeah. If you just run out of trains, you just look at that train.
William's got a pile of trains just sitting there because he loves playing with trains, don't you?
Yeah.
Who's your favourite?
Trains.
Okay. I ended up watching late some Flosstubers.
I don't know.
And I just want to... Yeah, okay, William, let me talk.
Can I
Tash,
talk now?
the Star-Crossed Stitcher, did the most beautiful, beautiful comment about me. Just out there, nice. And then I watched Jessie Marie's, nearly straight after. And Jessie Marie nearly had me in tears. I think I was crying. With all the beautiful words she said. And then I watched... I'm going to get this wrong. I've got to stop and think. Because she's changed her channel name.
No.
Demon Stitcher Courtney. And then she said the most amazing thing about me and the kids, and just Guys, this came just after, I think I watched all of yours within the week coming back from the children's hospital.
Mom,
and it was
Mom.
just... Am I not listening to you?
I'm hungry.
Oh, why don't you go and tell Sophie that you're hungry and get something to eat?
Like Tim Tams?
Tim Tams.
Tim Tams and Dickens?
We'll see. It touched me and it made a really bad couple of weeks really awesome. So thank you, and I am beyond honoured, as I start to tear up, that Courtney is starting her first Mirabilia on my birthday, or the day before my birthday. Actually, when you started, Courtney, it's the 21st for you, but it'll be the 22nd for me because of the time difference. So you technically are starting on my birthday, just Australian time. I just want to give you guys just the biggest virtual hug and thank you. Big thank you to Megan, get away fly, for constantly keeping in touch and just checking on me. Thank you to every single like, comment, message that I received. Stitching Fleur, you've been awesome in just making sure I'm okay. Not just Sophie, that I am okay as well. And I know you've got a lot going in your life, so that meant a lot. The same people that just message on Instagram, just to, hey, just checking in on you guys. You know, glad to hear that everything's going okay. I appreciate it, guys. Sophie's appreciated it. It's just blowing our minds that this has happened. Thank you. And again, thank you to Tash, Jessie Marie, Courtney, and Stitching Maine. If you haven't watched any of those ladies' videos, please do. Normally I'm going to do my shout outs of stitching, but really, stitching, floss tubing, I'll do that again next time. I forgot my record. I just getting really short in time now. William's got his kindy thing and he is devouring a packet of Tim Tams over there. So, but thank you guys. Thank you. Oh, and the side note about that, everyone's been doing this. Google, search up floss tubers, check out 10 new floss tubers. Please make sure that you also, if you're going to do it, because I think it's a really good idea, to also maybe search cross stitch and X stitch, you know, with the X stitch, because not every person that does videos calls themselves floss tubers. Some of them call themselves cross stitches or X stitches. So to give yourself a variety of new people, give that a go. I know I am, and I'm finding some interesting new people as well. Thank you again. Thank you for all your support. This is not my last video of the year, it's my last update. I will be doing a Joan Elliott and a stash. But I just really wanted to say thank you. You guys have been awesome on the videos, on YouTube, on Instagram. I need more coffee, obviously. And just generally awesome people. He's wrapped up the Tim Tams in newspaper to give out as gifts to Sophie and himself. I have no words. Thank you again. Thank you for thank you. You guys are awesome.